broadcasting from the Cardinal Stadium in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm at the event for Charlie Kirk, and the stadium seats about 100,000 or 74,000. They closed down outside at 100,000, and we're hearing reports that there are 300,000 people here. And I'm just gonna turn my camera just so that way you can see how many people are actually here. I got here roughly at about 7:45 in the morning and luckily got in. So this is what's happening right now in our nation. So you can see right now there's thousands of people here. It's hard to hear, but we're waiting for President Trump and Vice President Vance to get here. They've had a series of concerts from Phil Wickham, Carrie Joe, and her husband. There's a performer right now, I don't know who she is. I think she's from Hillsong. But people of all races are here, from all over the United States. I met people from Indiana, from California. They're flying in from Florida. They're flying in from every area of the United States. And it's just really kind of interesting to be here. A lot of these people are here, Christian, non-Christian, a lot of political people here, but I met Catholics, I met Presbyterians, I met non-denominational Christians, the Adventist churches out here. It's just really interesting to see all of this going on. So let me just go ahead and I'll turn the camera again, so that way you can kind of see kind of like what's happening.
There's always hope in Jesus. Thank God that there's always hope in Jesus. Amen. Jesus said, in this world you will experience suffering. He said, in this world you will experience tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Can you open up to the last chapter of the Bible?
So right now Phil Wickham is on stage. They've been doing performances for probably the last hour now, and the freeways are shut down. There's a 10-mile safety security perimeter. Air traffic is not allowed anywhere near the stadium. Military bases on alert. As I was walking in, there were I noticed in the buildings they had snipers out, just for the security of the people here. Very unusual for the president and vice president to be here at the same event. You get the idea and concept that this is more than a memorial for an individual who was assassinated, but this is more a show of national unity, maybe giving an indication as to the direction of our country. Those of you watching online from around the globe, from Chile, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Philippines, all of my followers in the United States. There is been a lot of upheaval, a lot of riots, protests over the direction of our country. It's been happening now for quite some time, but this assassination really polarized a lot of people, and people from different walks of life, rich, poor, old, young, college students, high school students, people who are in their golden years. And yeah, this stadium holds 74,000 people. They shut down the stadium outside at 100,000, and right now there's now reports coming in that there are over 300,000 people trying to get in. So I don't know how they're going to manage that. I was fortunate to come early in the morning and get a seat. So right now there's a concert going on, just getting the stadium in the mood. They've already had Phil Wickham and Carrie Job and her husband, singers from Hillsong. I think Hillsong, or it could be Elevation or Bethel, I'm not sure. But news reporters from all over are here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scan through the stadium again. You can see just how many people are actually here. I'm going to turn to my left. So I have some empty seats behind me because some people are going to get concessions, food. You know, everyone's hungry. They got here around 4:30, 6:30 in the morning. I got here at 7:45. I was really lucky to get in on the north side of our stadium, but let me just show you on this side. So I'm gonna let this run for another maybe 3 more minutes. I know right now it's a Sunday. Many of you are probably in church, just getting up, headed into your services. Those of you who are Sabbath keepers, you know Charlie Kirk was a Sabbath keeper. So we pray for his family. And anyways, I'm here because this feels like this is Revelation 13. The foundation has been laid, and this is a pivotal moment where the second beast in Revelation 13 will rise and will begin to speak as a dragon. So we see a real big evidence here of Christian nationalism. You know, people are tired of just the direction of the country, so the country has been polarized. And hundreds of thousands of people are here to show support. And like I said earlier, we're waiting for the arrival of President Trump and Vice President Vance. I mean, there's literally security everywhere. It's highly unusual to have both the president and the vice president here. It's really loud. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna scroll down so you can watch the concert. All right, so again, I'm here at Cardinal Stadium, the State Farm Stadium. The stadium holds a lot of people, about 74,000 people, and all the seats are already taken. People are now using restrooms, getting water, getting food. There's literally thousands of people outside trying to get in, and they just can't get in because of the, no more seats. So, yeah, it's really interesting to see people from all walks of life are here, young, old, college students, high school students. Like I said, the media is all here. It's a big event. We're kind of waiting for the president and vice president to get here. But right now they're doing a concert, just to prep the people and get them in a frame of mind. So right now you hear in the background Phil Wickham. Earlier they had Carrie Joe. But yeah, you get the sense that this is more than just a memorial now, that this is a turning point for our nation, that this is bigger than any just one individual now. But what's fascinating, we always use this metaphor, a phrase, people who will die for the faith in action. These are phrases we use all the time as a metaphor. Well, after this assassination, it was literally people dying for their faith in action. And so now it became more than just a metaphor. It's a literal thing where it's, people are now having to ask the question, are you willing to stand up and die for what you believe? Is it that important to you? To where you're willing to go out there and just share the truth that you know about God, about Jesus. Where do you stand in your faith? Joshua, he charged the people, choose you this day who you will serve. For me and my house, we will serve the Lord, but sometimes that means even to death. Are you willing to do that? Well, this is what we're talking about right here. All these people are saying, yeah, it's more than just believing. Are you believing and standing for what you believe? So many people say they believe in Jesus, but their actions show something different, or they're ashamed of the gospel, or they're fearful. Well, when you come to an event like this, you are confronted with the reality that your faith actually means something. And are you willing to stand for what you believe and stand for the gospel of Jesus? And I think this is what many people believe that Charlie Kirk stood for. So right now they're singing a song. Many people here have their hands up. So I'm just going to go ahead and scroll through the stadium.
Let's go. I've got just one. I've got just one more. With my arms raised wide, I will answer till I feel my way. Praise you again and again. 'Cause all that I have is a
So you can see the stadium is it's alive with worship. People are worshiping.
Even in the storm, you've been so good to me. I feel the Lord say, death is not the end. I hear the Lord say, death is not the end. It's only the beginning. Oh, death is not the end. For those who believe in Him, death is not the end.
All right, so those of you watching live right now, welcome to the Future of Hope live broadcast here at the Charlie Kirk Memorial. We're here at the State Farm Stadium, Cardinal Stadium. 74,000 people here. The whole stadium has just completely erupted into worship. No, I'm gonna turn the camera. You gotta watch this.
Every voice, every hand, you take it away. So I throw up my head, praise you. I know it's not much, but nothing else. One more time. So I throw up my head, praise you again and again. All that I have is hallelujah, hallelujah.
All right, so you just saw something crazy. The musicians stopped playing, and the whole stadium just sang that song together with their hands raised up. It was just a moment of worship. So you see the different denominations are here, people from different walks of life. I met people from different states, different nationalities, from Navajo reservation to a Filipino family, people from the Southeast, the Northeast, the Pacific Northwest, the Midwest, the West Coast. Man, they're here from everywhere. And, people are here for different reasons, political, religious, whatever. But you get the sense that this is bigger than just a memorial now for one person. Those of you watching online right now may or may not have heard, but a activist, his name is Charlie Kirk, he was assassinated while he was doing one of his events in Utah. So you could just Google it, look it up, Charlie Kirk. So this is a sort of a memorial service that they're doing. And, when they first announced that they were going to do this thing, they were looking at different venues. And, they just realized that this was going to be a bigger event. When they announced that President Trump and Vice President Vance were going to be here, they moved it to Cardinal Stadium. They were originally anticipating about 60,000. The stadium seats 74,000. Well, by this morning when I got here at 7:45, I wasn't even sure I would get in. And I was glad I got in. Over 100,000 people are here, and news reports are showing that there are 300,000 people trying to get in, and security already stopped them. Big event here. So they have some of the Christian music's top musicians here doing a pre-show. So Phil Wickham, Chris Tomlin, Carrie Joe. So anyways, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can watch some of the crowd and some of the concert.
One more time, every voice. You are holy, holy are you.
So that was a music set. Looks like they're going through a transition right now. Um, but again, just a recap for those of you who are joining live right now. I'm currently at the State Farm Stadium in Phoenix, Arizona, for a memorial for Charlie Kirk, who was assassinated a week ago. And we're waiting on President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance. So something's happening here. I'm not sure what's going on. They don't show anything on the screens right now. They have a picture of Charlie Kirk's banner. I'll just go ahead and I'll screen over to there. Okay, so the cameras were zooming in on the banner. It's a huge banner. I don't know how big it is. It looks like it might be, I don't know, 40, 50 feet long by 60 feet high of Charlie Kirk. It says building a legacy, remembering Charlie Kirk. And like I mentioned, President Trump, Vice President Vance is going to be here, which in and of itself is highly unusual. Typically, the two top executives in our country are not together. But okay, here, I gotta show you this. Okay, so those of you who don't know, every row down in the 100 seat level, they're all holding, some big sections are holding these cards, placards that say Turning Point USA, I believe is what it says on the cards. In black, one section's in white, another one's in red. And then it goes black, white, red, black, white, red, black, white, red. Down in the floor, everyone's holding white signs. I'm not sure exactly what it says. Okay, here it says something. Hold on. Let me see if I can try to get my eyes focused on one of the signs here. I don't know. There's some words on it. It's maybe a statement or a quote. But right now they're playing some background music while thousands of people are holding up these signs that say Turning Point USA. So let me go ahead and turn the camera again so you can see that. Okay, so very moving. They have musicians playing a live violin. But yeah, what's really weird about being here is like I'm in a stadium of about, I don't know, maybe 80,000 to 100,000 people. The stadium only seats 74,000, but it's almost like there's not a single stranger here. Like people are all here resonating. They're here for one common purpose. They all have this common belief. They have a value that everyone shares. So like I'm sitting around a lot of strangers, but they're not really strangers. It's really weird. we talk about, martyrs, people who die for what they believe. And I think what we're seeing here is a modern day martyr. This is a guy who believed in the Sabbath. He believed in values. He believed in the Bible. And he wanted open dialogue. And then he was cut down for his beliefs. And, whatever you believe about Charlie Kirk, I think the thing that strikes a lot of people is that, are you willing to die for what you believe? And this is more than just one person. I mean, really, this was oh, they're playing it as well. I'm going to go ahead and cut to that. All right, so that was Carrie Joe. Coincidentally, Angela, my wife, went to school with her, and they were in California doing some recordings when we were there doing recordings. But Trump, Vance, top officials are all coming. They just put up a banner of Charlie Kirk's picture with a memorial remembering Charlie Kirk, 1993 to 2025. I'll go ahead and I'll scroll over there. Yeah, so, Charlie Kirk was a family guy. He was married, he had 2 kids. Like I said before I scrolled over, he believed in the Sabbath. He used the Bible as his moral compass, and he died for his faith. And it really raises a higher question as to those of you who follow me on the channel here. Are you willing to? Hold on.
Celebrate our friends and hero Charlie Kirk. We have many more people trying to get into the room to celebrate with us. So if you will please take your seats, and any empty seats, please fill those. Thank you so much.
Okay, a general announcement. Thousands are still trying to get in. But again, going back to what I was saying, it raises the question, are you willing to die for your faith? So many people say they believe, but there's a difference. I have a good friend, Manny Cruz, who spoke at my church yesterday, and he said, there's a difference between people who say they believe and a person who believes and shows it in their actions. Well, Exactly. You know, so many people say they believe, but they're ashamed or they're not willing to share what they know. And this is really a wake-up call for many of us that, you know, it's not okay to keep the treasure of truth and the hope you have that you found in Jesus in your heart. You got to share that. And I think that's why this event was resonating with so many people from all across different political lines. Even liberals are here, of different denominations and races. Is that, you know, are you willing to die for your faith? Are you willing to say that your faith matters? And are you sharing the treasure that you have with others, like Charlie Kirk did, where, you know, he died for that? And so this is a very big wake-up call. And the size of this memorial just shows that this is way more than just a memorial. It is now a national turning point. When you get the president and vice president at the same event, I mean, the only time that happens is when another president dies. When you get this many dignitaries here, it's a big deal. And you get the sense that this is not just a memorial service, but it's actually a point for the nation. And in a deeper sense, you know, those of you who are students of Bible prophecy, you know, there is a prophecy in Revelation 13. Could this event be that turning point that moves us closer to the fulfillment of Revelation 13? So, anyways, I have some people in the back of me here who are, they're live on their Facebook. They have it on speaker, so they're quite loud. But everyone here is in celebration mode, so they're in memorial. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn the camera around so you can kind of see what's going on in the stadium.
We got in around 9:30 and we waited 2.5 hours. But there's a lot of people
All right, so that's just the stadium right now. People are still kind of coming in. Not even sure how people got down in that bottom area, except maybe they got here early. And then clearly there was a coordinated effort in the 100 section of the stadium to pull up these placards that said Turning Point USA. It was in black, red, and white. But yeah, it's interesting being here right now. I'm just gonna let this run for as long as, and I'm gonna take a little break. I'll probably go off air here in the next 1 or 2 minutes, and then right now it is 10:52 Phoenix time. The service is supposed to start in 8 minutes, so as soon as the program gets started, I'll go live again. So those of you who are watching can just join me again in the next, say, 10 minutes. President Trump and Vice President Vance is planning on being here, including many other dignitaries. So anyways, thank you those of you who have been joining me for the last 42 minutes. Make sure you subscribe, like, share this link. I am going to go live again here in another 10 more minutes, but right now I'm just going to take a break and give you a chance to go to the restroom and get some food or whatever you are. Right now, again, it's 10:53 now, Phoenix time. So Those of you who joined me, God bless you, and I'll see you in about 10 minutes.